So I just saw that they're doing a retelling of The Bride of Frankenstein. The Bride of Frankenstein has a huge, huge, huge part in my heart. It's something that I have loved ever since I was a little kid, and I feel that despite some cornier parts, it's one of the greatest movies ever made. The original film was the sequel to the first Frankenstein movie, and it picked up exactly after Frankenstein left off. There were a lot of really cool parts in the movie, and it literally just has this staying power. It's been 90 years since The Bride of Frankenstein was made, and I still watch it to this day. Nothing has been more emotional to me in film than the fact that the monster is looking for acceptance, looking for love, looking for companionship the entire movie. And when it finally happens, he discovers that he can't even be loved by someone like him. There was thought put into it. There was heart put into it. There was emotion put into it. There was all kinds of elements that came together to make this movie almost a perfect storm. This new reboot, remake, reimagining, whatever you want to call it, stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Christian Bale. And yes, Jake Gyllenhaal, he has been in a lot of really good movies and a lot of really good things. He's done Zodiac. He was great in that. End of Watch. I mean, there's so many awesome Jake Gyllenhaal performances. I mean, Donnie Darko. He's somebody who, inarguably, is a massive talent. And then you have Christian Bale. Somebody who they say is a massive talent, but that took Batman to that level, you know, the one where Bane looked like he only weighed 210 sopping wet, and yet he was able to best and beat Batman and snap his back. Hashtag not my Bane, hashtag not my Batman. I mean, this is the Batman that in order to intimidate you goes, this is the same Christian Bale that everybody says they love the Dark Knight trilogy, and yet everything that happened in that trilogy really doesn't mean a damn thing, because everybody has gone out and said, bring back Michael Keaton. Hey, let's cast Ben Affleck. I mean, if you're so bad that they have to turn around and say, let's get Ben Affleck into this, hey, I don't need to say anymore. And of course, the trailer shows Bale as the new Frankenstein with the staples in his head, and he has a maniacal grin, and he's whatever. Listen, it's pretty bad when a movie from 1935 is better than something that they can come up with today. Now, obviously, I haven't seen the movie. This is all sort of speculation on my part. But I'm not just a horror movie fan. I'm a horror movie enthusiast. I'm a guy that delves into the deep dives and the deep facts and the things of this nature about horror. I love horror. I watch horror. I live horror. That's something that I can pride myself in. So, I know, as I look at this, that it's just another cheap money grab. And that breaks my heart. Now, I'm sure there's going to be people that disagree with me, being upset about the casting of Christian Bale. Notice I haven't gone back and voiced my opinion on Jake Gyllenhaal. But, just except for to say how good he is. But a lot of people can attack me for the Christian Bale thing, and a lot of people can point out performances like American Psycho. Have you seen that? I mean, I get it, it was part of the act, but, I mean, he literally talked like he was on the Barney show. Well, you see, maybe we should... Yeah, that's acting. That's acting, according to this dildo. Hollywood, you are not going to ruin Frankenstein for me. You are not going to ruin the Frankenstein monster for me. You are not going to ruin the Bride of Frankenstein for me. And as we talk about the Bride, let's get to it. Let's talk about the new Bride. First of all, the actress who is portraying the bride hasn't been in a goddamn thing that anybody would watch, but neither was the original bride, Elsa Lanchester. The actress portraying the bride is called Jessie Buckley, and okay, I saw the makeup, I saw what they portrayed in the trailer, and all I have to say about that is, once again, you dropped the ball. I don't know how many people have seen crap that she's been in, okay? Google it, put it into the Google machine, see what that's about. But looking at the makeup, looking at her portrayal that they showed in the trailer, which was, a decent amount of coverage, what I'm seeing there is that in 1935, the makeup just absolutely blows 2025 away. Elsa Lanchester, who portrayed the bride back in 1935, blows this Jessie Buckley or whatever away. I am a huge fan. I want to love these things when they come out. I want to go to the movie theater with the good popcorn. Of course, we're going to the Cinemark, and sit down with the good popcorn and the heated reclining seats, and you look up at that big screen, and the spectacle just blows you away. That's an experience like no other. And you know what? I wish for that every time something like this happens. And for this reimagining reboot thingy, we can't be mad at Universal Films. I mean, they've already fumbled and dropped the ball several times, trying to relaunch series of things that just, it's not going to happen for you. Like when they said Tom Cruise should be in The Mummy. Y'all remember that? Or when they set up the whole dark universe thing with the Tom Cruise Mummy, and then released Dracula Untold, which is a story about Dracula. But before he's Dracula, right? Because people will care about that, right? No. You care about Dracula because he's frickin' Dracula. You care about the Mummy because Tom Cruise isn't in it. For crying out loud. Hey, they weren't horror, but I was even on board with the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. Except for the third one where they have to ride Yetis down the hills and cliffs. That was a little, I don't know, I can't get behind that. But the distributor of The Bride is Warner Brothers. And, I mean, they haven't had the greatest track record of rebooting or reimagining things either. Now, I will say, they are set to release two very big 80s movie sequels in 2027, 2026. I'm not exactly sure. The timeline to me is not very clear yet. But Gremlins 3 has been reported, and it's going to release through Warner Brothers. That's been confirmed, and so has a new Goonies film, which is in the works with Warner Brothers. So, I mean, they can be doing good things. I haven't seen a trailer for these things yet. They may end up being just as upsetting and disappointing. But one can imagine with these two franchises, we're just going to like to see the update and where they're at now. So, first look at The Bride. First impression, you're not cutting the mustard. And really, once again, you break my heart because I want to love it so much. Just take things away from me that I love, and that hurts.